going on, everyone? Ray from KGR DIY here, and in today's video I will be doing a short review and obviously going over a few of my experiences with the 18-volt OnePlus 150-watt power source by Ryobi. One household outlet, which is 120 volts, 1.25 amps, and you also have two USB-A ports, 5 volts, 2.4 amps shared. So you have 3 ports in total to charge. Also comes with a small light, and you also have an on and off button to save battery life. I will say that the only thing about the USB ports is they are not, they're very helpful, but I'll be honest, they don't do any fast charge. So unless you have a lot of time or you don't mind actually plugging something and leaving it plugged there for a while, that would be probably the only thing you would be able to use the USB-A ports. But if you're trying to charge your phone and you want to do a little bit of fast charging, I recommend using the outlet in order to get the fast charging. And you can probably see here in my video, I'm actually doing the little test where I'm plugging into the USB port, and you will see that the fast charging does not turn on. Fast charging only turns on when I plug to the household outlet. So that's one thing to keep in mind. This tool I actually bought about 2 years ago. Obviously there's already a new version of it that came out a few months ago. So this is a little bit outdated, you could say, but it is still very useful. But anyways, like I said, it comes also with a small light. The small light is pretty bright. Get a little bit of light in the dark. It's a little bit bulky. It's not that bright, but the light still comes in handy. You also have that on and off button, like I said, to save a little bit of battery life. So if you're not using it, obviously just turn it off, and you will get an indicator when it's on. It will turn green, and obviously when you turn it off, well, the light turns off completely. What are the benefits of actually having this tool? Well, it's compact, first of all. It is mobile, so anywhere you go, you could actually be charging. I personally take it with me anytime I go out of town. And whenever I go out of town, in my own personal experience, and I believe with many people, when they go out of town, what is the one thing you want to have fully charged all the time because you really rely on those Google Maps? Well, that's your phone. You need to have your phone charged because you rely on the maps, whether it be you're going out of town for vacation. Well, guess what? You need directions to restaurants, hotel, any place for entertainment that you're looking for. So obviously you want to make sure you have an outlet or the USB ports available to charge. That's one thing that before I used to own this tool, that was one of my biggest concerns whenever I was going out of town, is that I always had to make sure that early in the morning I had my phone fully charged, because as soon as I walked out of the door, I was already on the road. Whenever I was getting to whatever town I was going into, well, guess what? I have to pull up the Google Maps, and obviously you start draining juice. And obviously it's not like if a wall outlet is available just anywhere that you go. So this is my own personal wall outlet that I'm actually able to carry with me. And as long as I have my Ryobi batteries fully charged, I tend to take 2 to 3 batteries with me fully charged, and I take a charger in case whenever I get to the hotel, I'll just recharge my batteries if I did use them. So that's one of the major benefits of this tool, that obviously it's your portable outlet. And if you need to be charging your phones, especially your phones when you're going out of town, it is so helpful. I've used this so many times that I can't see myself without something similar to this anymore. So those are some of the benefits of actually owning this power source. What are some of the cons? Well, you can't just power anything. It's not like if you could just plug in a TV and expect for it to work, or a mini fridge. Well, no, obviously there is a limit to this, and it also depends on your batteries. For the most part, you could power small things, whether that be phones, laptops, tablets, things like that. You could power without any issues, but obviously you cannot power huge things. For that, obviously, we've now seen the new battery generators that have came out, or gas generators for bigger things. But for a quick and easy charge, this works awesome. This has been an amazing tool, like I said. Aside from going out of town, this tool actually comes in handy whenever I'm outside and I don't have access to an outlet outside. I'm actually able to use this and just to charge whatever it is I'm trying to charge, whether it be my phone, a Bluetooth speaker, whatever, camera, it doesn't matter. I'm actually planning for this summer to actually do a little bit of camping, and obviously this is probably the #1 tool I'll be using for quick charges. So definitely something that I would use if I were to go camping versus having to carry like a huge generator or a huge one of those the new battery generators. They are helpful, don't get me wrong, but obviously if you're trying to do a little bit of camping outdoors, well, you want to enjoy well, the outdoors, right? But obviously you want to have your phone charged in case of an emergency or whatever. So this is very helpful. So what have I charged with this? Well, I've charged my phone, I've charged tablets, I've actually charged one of my laptops, and a small fan, Bluetooth speaker, some of my cameras, and also some power tools like Dremel. You could see here on the video powering corded tools, which is the Dremel. So you are able to even plug in if you have corded tools, as long as obviously it meets the standards or the requirements to be powered by this tool by your batteries. It should be able to power. But obviously, like I said, it depends on the size of the tool. If it requires too much juice, it just won't power it, right? Or if it sucks up too much energy as well, you know, you probably won't be able to run it other than a few minutes. So it might not be the best thing to use to power maybe, you know, a really heavy saw or something that just needs a lot of power in it. I wouldn't recommend it, in my opinion, to power something that big. Last thing I want is to burn out my small tool or to burn out my batteries. So I rather just stick to the tools or the equipment or whatever it is that actually meets the requirements. Obviously, you could check yourself, your tools to see, or your devices, which ones could actually be powered. But I will say that, I mean, I think this tool is very helpful, but what makes it helpful is having the batteries, right? I myself, before I actually bought this tool, I already had plenty of batteries because of my power tools. So I own about 10 batteries right now, and normally I always have them charged. You know, I pretty much, anytime I'm running low on juice on a battery that I have on this power source, well, I just swap it out. So it's only as good as the amount of batteries that you have available, right, that are charged. So in my opinion, like I said, having more batteries available obviously makes this tool far more helpful and useful. So anyways, that's just a quick review and a little bit of my opinion on this power source by Ryobi. Let me know in the comments section if you have this tool. What else have you powered, and what is your opinion on it? Would you give it a 5-star rating? Would you give it a 1-star rating? Let me know in the comments section. I'd like to hear from some of you guys out there. So anyways, that's it for this video, ladies and gentlemen. That is all. Thank you very much for your time, and I'll see you in the next one.